You've probably felt it before, in a moment so fleeting it almost dissolves as quickly as it arrives. You're standing at the edge of something: a cliff, a rooftop, a highway at midnight, the edge of a decision that could shatter everything, and even though you know you shouldn't, a small, feral spark inside you whispers, "Do it." It's not a rational thought. It's not even a voice you can explain. It's a pulse, a tremor in the chest, a quiet pull towards something dangerous, something that has no place in the carefully constructed world you live in. But it's real, it's alive, and for a heartbeat, so are you. That moment isn't madness. It's not some personal flaw or failure. It's something far older than language, older than society, older than the person you think you are. It's a residue of everything that made you human in the first place. Beneath the layers of civility and reason and rules, there's a creature that survived on risk. And when danger brushes against that part of you, your mind doesn't recoil, it leans closer, drawn like a moth to a flame it knows can burn it alive. Our lives are built on the illusion of safety. Pavements keep us from wild forests. Traffic lights tell us when it's safe to move. Warnings label everything that can hurt us. It's a world smoothed and padded, where danger is pushed to the edges so we can pretend it doesn't exist. But your mind hasn't forgotten. Buried deep inside is a circuitry carved through thousands of years of peril and instinct. It remembers nights when silence wasn't safety but the breath before a predator's strike. It remembers the gamble of stepping outside a cave, the thrum of adrenaline when survival wasn't a choice but a daily ritual. That ancient part of your brain still hungers for the edge, because danger once meant life itself. When you feel that strange thrill, the flutter in your stomach as you lean too close to a ledge, the rush in your veins when you take a risk you shouldn't teeth at, the amygdala stirring. It's the sentinel of your nervous system, the part that flares red at threat. But here's the trick: it doesn't just warn, it excites. It's the same part of your brain that once pumped you full of adrenaline as you sprinted through darkness to escape a predator. It tells your body, something is happening, something is real. And in that moment you're not numbed by routine. You're not half awake behind a screen. You're alive. Modern life numbs us. The predictability, the safety, the slow suffocation of comfort, it lulls the mind into quiet compliance. But danger, even the suggestion of it, cuts through that fog like a blade. It slams its hand against your chest and says, "Wake up." That's why people chase it, again and again. It's why gamblers keep placing bets they know they shouldn't. Why some stand too close to a drop just to feel the wind against their face. Why messages are sent at midnight that should never have been typed. It's not logic that drives these moments. It's that ancient spark, the one that knows the thrill of almost losing everything is intoxicating in a way safety can never be. The strange part is how your brain rewards this. When danger rises, so does dopamine. It's not just about fear, it's about anticipation. It's about that chemical storm that floods your system, heightening every sound, sharpening every detail, stretching time until a single second feels electric. Your mind learns to crave this, even when it hurts you, even when it destroys what you've built. It learns that danger wakes it up. And once you've felt that clarity, that edge, the soft weight of safety never feels the same again. Think of how easily one dangerous decision can become addictive. The first risk, the first time you lean into something forbidden, is intoxicating precisely because you survive it. You step off the metaphorical ledge and somehow land on your feet. And in that quiet aftermath, a part of your brain takes a mental note: that felt good. It doesn't care about the chaos it left in its wake. It doesn't care about the cost. It only remembers the heat. And so the whisper grows stronger next time, easier to listen to. How ordinary people who swear they know better find themselves walking deeper into the very things they once feared. There's a moment before every dangerous choice where reason tries to intervene. It steps in quietly, rationally, laying out the cost. But emotion doesn't debate, it moves. It's already at the door, already reaching for the handle. By the time you start to explain why something is a bad idea, your subconscious has already made the decision. The part people rarely admit. We don't make dangerous decisions in the boardroom of the mind. We make them in the shadows. Then we drag logic in afterward to clean up the blood and call it choice. The mind is cunning like that. It builds beautiful explanations to hide its impulses. You'll tell yourself you had to do it, that it made sense, that you were cornered or brave or free. But beneath all the stories, there's usually something simpler, rawer. You wanted to feel something. You wanted to be more than the safe, quiet, controlled version of yourself that the world expects. Danger offers that illusion. It says, cross this line and you'll finally remember who you are. But danger is a liar. It never tells you that the same edge that makes you feel alive can also take everything from you in an instant. The wind at the cliff feels the same a second before you fall as it does when you're standing safe. The thrill doesn't warn you. It doesn't care about the outcome. It's just a spark, a sensation. And that's why people underestimate it. Throughout history, it's this pull toward the edge that has shaped so many fates. Empires have fallen not because of logic, but because someone somewhere couldn't resist the taste of risk. Wars have been started over a single dangerous choice, families fractured, lives rewritten, and always, At the heart of it, that same primitive thrill, dressed in different clothes. It isn't just grand moments either. Sometimes the most dangerous decisions happen in silence, in the middle of the night, with your hand hovering over a send button, at a party where the air is thick with temptation, in a quiet room where a secret is begging to be told. These aren't explosions, they're whispers, and whispers are more dangerous because they feel like they belong to you. If you look closely, the seduction isn't in the decision itself, but in the almost the heartbeat before you leap, the ache before you say yes. That's the part your mind craves. The edge where everything is both possible and undone. But here's the twist most people never recognize. The urge toward danger isn't evil. It isn't some corrupted thing. It's a relic of survival. It says the part of you that once needed danger to feel alive, because danger meant the hunt, the fight, the proof that you were still breathing. It's just that the modern world doesn't match the wiring of your ancient mind. What was once necessary has become destructive. Awareness is the one weapon you have against it, not denial, not pretending the whisper isn't there. That only makes it louder. No, the real strength comes from looking at that spark inside you and saying, I see you. You can feel the pull without obeying it. You can recognize that the craving is not the compass of your soul. It's an old map that doesn't fit the world you're in anymore. When you stand at the edge of something dangerous, your body will still react, your heart will still race, your breath will still quicken. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. What matters is whether you let the whisper guide your steps or let it pass through you like wind. Because the line between thrill and ruin is made of seconds, of choices made in silence, of whispers mistaken for truth. Danger isn't going anywhere. It's stitched into the fabric of being alive. And your mind, loyal to its ancient design, will always find it beautiful. But beauty and wisdom aren't the same thing. One will set your veins on fire. The other will keep you standing when the fire burns out. You'll feel that pull again someday, maybe soon. You will be standing at some edge real or invisible, and something deep inside you will reach out toward the heat. It will feel honest. It will feel like the truest thing in the world. But it will be a memory, not a prophecy, a reflex, not a calling. And when that happens, if you can breathe through it, if you can look that whisper in the eye and say, I know what you are, you will have done something most people never do. You'll have met danger without letting it define you.